Torelli, Team BDS fell at this very point in the last regional event. They got eliminated by Quadrant, the other team that went undefeated in Swiss. And the question on everyone's minds is BDS still the best team in the world? The defending world champions need a good result here.
They're losing that good faith from losing that world, or winning that world championship, excuse me. And a lot of people, when people start to question it, you get a little concerned for BDS. And while they haven't had an abysmal result quite yet, this would be a good way to get back into top 4 and to kind of quiet some of that discussion, beating KC, who were our previous regionals grand finalists. And it's not going to be easy, though. These teams know each other all too well. And to be fair to BDS, they look quite good here in this regional so far. The last time they played, they were not so lucky. That's a huge save from Seiko on the goal line. How did he pull that one out?
I don't understand how that was kept out. Seiko, we will need the frame-by-frame analysis of that save. That ball looked like it completely crossed the line. I didn't even see any of it sticking out. That was crazy.
And the way he had to approach it too, that's so hard to keep out cleanly. That's usually an own goal. Monkey Moon now going to the backboard, no boost, won't get a second touch. Extras there for the tap in, and BDS on the board.
This is a heartbreaking start for K-Corp. Exotic just missed the backboard read. Just missed it. Unreal. Extra easy goal for him. Team BDS, they're smiling right now, Krill.
You don't want to give easy ones to BDS because they know how to lock down a game. And that one might come back to haunt KC here as we venture through the first minute and a half of game 1. Monkey Moon and Co. looking to play out with some space. The last man in Exotic there to slow things down, and now Vatira denied as KC looking to put on their own attack.
Seiko weaves his way around, launches it towards net, barely kept out by Vatira. Team BDS, they're so quick, especially Seiko. Seiko, the one who cleared it off the goal line, almost getting another goal for BDS. Extra taking it airborne, going for a bump, leaving it for Monkey Moon. That shot gonna be saved by Itachi.
You can see how far back BDS sit with just that touch from Karmine Corp just sitting on their own sideline. BDS went all the way back behind half field, let one man go just to slow things down, but they're so conservative on their approach. It's why they're such a tough team to beat. You got a guy like Monkey Moon in the backfield locking things down, but everyone pushing back. They're all on the same page defensively. You have to always go through all 3 of them if you want to score. And now Monkey Moon a touch, no one's home, but Tira can't make the save, and BDS double up.
And that has to hurt Seiko launching this out. Vatira at the mid, expecting Itachi to go, and then Vatira, I mean, there was a moment there where Vatira picked up the mid boost and wasn't boosting back. Trying to go as fast as he could, but I mean, once you're supersonic, can't go much faster than that. Tough break there for K-Corp, who, it seemed like they were going to have a good start. It seemed like Vatira scored, but that first save from Seiko was an omen as to how this game was going to go.
Yeah, it certainly was a precursor to what was going to happen. And now this is a scary situation, I think, for KC. You're going to look towards BDS to start slowing the game down, only taking chances that are high percentage, and just not giving any opportunity. You're going to have to be really creative on the K-Corp side if you're going to break through. Seiko with a flip reset, looking for the dunk and denied. But now a full court press comes out from BDS. Extra's not going to get back to that one. And K-Corp will move down the sideline.
Seiko taking over. Late flip, demos Vatira off the ball. Extra pass out to the middle. Monkey Moon started to drift closer to that corner. Had he stayed mid, that would have been the perfect play. Extra got it out into a dangerous spot. Now Vatira will save that to the side. Demo again from BDS. BDS has been ruthless this game. Exotic, a pass across. Vatira, first touch, Do a 50, rebound out, no one's gonna be there.
BDS currently out shooting K-Corp 9-3. And a lot of those came in their 2 goals where they just put on the pressure. And K-Corp, who normally does average close to 8 or 9 shots a game, excuse me. That's been really stifled here. 3 shots to their name and really not showing a lot of pressure or control right now. I think BDS, again, kind of showing why their defense is so good. Itachi, though, gonna drop it down off the post. And still K-Corp can't break through.
And that has to hurt. It's like getting kicked in the same spot twice. K-Corp, that one just off. Gets the silver. Oh,
whoa!
Seiko with the elevation on the ground pitch, getting his flip reset. That was a highlight.
There's no way anyone's gonna save that one. Not with the speed he just pinched it at. And why does he have so much space to come down inside of the box? That's a little head scratching from K-Corp to allow Seiko. You know he can get the pinch there, but to allow him to come down cleanly is just mind-boggling. And watching that one back, and a 3-goal lead, and surely the win here in Game 1 for BDS. Complete control and annihilation of K-Corp here in Game 1.
I mean, you could tell that after those first few moments for K-Corp, they were bent out of shape, and then Seiko comes along and breaks them all together. Team BDS, that Game 1, you wonder how a team can bounce back. That was really rough for K-Corp. The save off the goal line from Seiko, the miss from Exotic on the backboard read, which normally, it's a read that these players will make, 10 times out of 10 most of the time.
Look at that replay of Seiko making that save. So close.
Wow. Oh my. And then to have Monkey Moon had so much faith, was coming in to sweep that off the line. There was the backboard. That was just crazy.
Some insane stuff. And to be fair, I think BDS also got the benefit of the post in the 4th man there a couple times. K-Corp, where that close Itachi's shot there at the end that came off the left side post as well. Slow start for K-Corp, no doubt about that. I think that's very plain to see. I think BDS came in ready to play today. They are very locked in. I don't think they made a single mistake throughout that game. And that's a scary thing. When BDS comes locked in, you don't have to get the beast going. You've got to step up your game. K-Corp, we're looking at you right now, and we're saying, what else do you have? Because Game 1 was not it.
Game 1 tough for BDS. And Seiko and Batir are both, I believe, in the running for Rookie of the Year. And this is, an award that they're fighting for. I saw a little back and forth on Twitter, Corelli, where I don't know if you saw the same thread with Seiko and Batira, but there was some chippy words that were shared between them. And I think that shot from Seiko maybe settling some of the debate.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about the French, is they are very aware of each other's accomplishments, and they're always trying to one-up each other. That's the competitive nature of the country of France and all their players in Rocket League. They are so competitive, and they want the glory, they want the accolades, they want to be the best. One of these teams currently is the best, as they proved it last season. We all know that K-Corp, with a bit of time here, could certainly be that type of team. And beating BDS, again, would be a great way to show it.
I mean, you say BDS is the best, but Corelli, you have to remember they fell out. They fell out relatively early in the last event, according to BDS standards. So there's no guarantees. BDS certainly want to lock in as many points as they can for that Rotterdam Major, and I think pretty much everyone expected, if there's one team in any of the regions that will make it, it would be BDS. So they need this result here. That shot off the crossbar, rebound to Extra, and the rebound is good.
The rebound is crucial here from Extra. You've got to put this one away from the players. There's a lot of traffic inside of the goal, and Itachi went all the way to the back as he was trying to make the initial save, and Extra slots it to the right side. BDS able to take advantage of the chaos in the backfield. They strike first.
Yannick, the 50. Field pass. Itachi. Off to the corner. Now Itachi will stay in the play and gets his wheels back under him. The tip doesn't get around Extra with the 50. Exotic had a good one as well. Wanted to flick that, but Monkey Moon closing down the angle. Now Monkey Moon flip reset. It's high, and Vatira hits it off the ceiling. Extra back down to the corner. You can see a bit of panic there for a moment, but Exotic able to settle the ball down.
Yeah, that was a great first touch from Exotic, away from all the pressure and into space on his own side. Was able to collect and then move out. Very smart from him. Now the pass across. Vatira finds Exotic off the post. Ball up there for Tachi. And no, it's not going to be saved. What? How did that not go in? Monkey Moon saved it off his post. And a free clear for him as BDS get out.
It is K-Corp curse. They still haven't scored in this series. I mean, you could make a montage for how many close calls they've had, but still scoreless. K-Corp. That has to hurt.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was in off the initial save, but it came off the inside corner. Monkey Moon using the frame to get that one out. My goodness, and this has got to be frustrating for K-Corp. I mean, they've had plenty of great opportunities here. It's not for a lack of trying. BDS's defense have just held strong, even by just a thread here. They've been able to deny K-Corp on every single one of these very creative and tough attacks to deal with.
This is a nice play right into a bump, but Extra was recognizing early the fact that his teammate was getting bumped and was able to get there in time, clearing it out. Now Seiko, self-pass off the backboard. Itachi breaking up the play. Monkey Moon pinch back to the corner. BDS tightening the screws. K-Corp managed to break out. Exotic, no boost to keep that play going. Seiko, first touch, trying to get a touch to the corner. There's an infield pass, but no one from K-Corp there.
You see K-Corp very scrambled. Here's a free opportunity for Vatira. Flip reset, dunk. It's gonna drop in for Vatira. K-Corp finally get on the board, and they do it in style with Vatira. Look at the space he's afforded, and finally a good look at the last man isolated on the goal line. Dunks it in, and we're tied.
Oh, and getting that over Seiko as well. Vatira, a highlight play. Maybe that is the turning point for K-Corp. They had many chances, very easily could have won game one. Now game two. They tied up late, final minute. Itachi hit by Extra. Now Monkey Moon towards net. A panic play, but Vatira able to keep the ball close.
Yeah, I've not been impressed with some of the double commits coming out from K-Corp. Their defense, I don't know if they're not calming or not trusting each other, but you said it too, James. A little panic there on a few of these attacks, and some of them are a bit innocuous for BDS. It just seems like miscues coming out from K-Corp. They're not punished there, but they absolutely could be if it gets any worse as Extra tries to poke it through. Vatira with a good clear or relieve the pressure.
Exotic had Itachi waiting on the far post, but couldn't get the ball to him. Vatira turns, launches it high, but gets demoed. Now to Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon testing the backboard defense. Exotic was maybe looking for Vatira. That pinch will send it all the way downfield. Itachi, early jump. Monkey Moon trying to get the ball to the ground, but Vatira keeps it in play. Extra, now down to the corner, and it touches. We've got overtime on Aquadome.
Good boys here from K-Corp to get to overtime. They've threatened a couple times now in those waning moments to break through the BDS defense. They've got to do it again. Certainly don't want to go down 2-0 here in this best of 7. Tachi also trying to push it through. Vatira looking for options, trying to get it back across. Extra will poke it out with Seiko's help. And BDS get out. Vatira, the last man, has to race back. And Itachi there does get a touch, and BDS will boom it back to the other side. Here's Extra looking for two, and Vatira once again on the back wall, making a touch.
And that was well done by Extra, bailing out of the double tap, instead trying to get the dunk, and got the touch back to Seiko. Itachi, air dribble pinch attempt. Stay on the wall, gets help from Vatira. That ball hard across net. Monkey Moon didn't get much of it. Now an open opportunity. Itachi launches it dead center. And K-Corp get the game win in game 2, and they tie up the series.
And this is important. The good communication coming out here from Itachi and Vatira. Vatira leaving that one for Itachi to wind up a bullet to the back of the net. Great work from K-Corp to stay in this series. It's not going to be easy here against BDS, but they proved they can take them down.
And that is a huge regain for K-Corp. K-Corp, I mean, you could feel for him, really. With how many chances they had, how many did not pan out, but they kept on trucking. And that really, the turning point of the game was the flip reset dunk Vatira had over Seiko.
Right. And they have to just keep chipping away at BDS. It takes those types of opportunities to break through. Look at that save coming off both the crossbar and the post. And a good drive there from Itachi to put through. You can see he's hyped up about that. That one meant a lot to them because we know, you could just see it on the face cams how badly they want to beat this BDS squad. And to drive home one like that, especially with the way that game developed, it's got to feel good for K-Corp.
Certainly, K-Corp with the response there, the hype from Itachi, as you saw on the cams up there in the top right. Itachi, that game-winning goal, massive for K-Corp, and it has been, you know, we're only 2 games into this, Corelli, and you can already tell it's going to be a brawl.
It absolutely is. I mean, you see not only in the attacks from K-Corp, but you can also see the defense from BDS has been so stingy. I keep mentioning how hard it's going to be to score against BDS. I mean, statistically, they've been one of the hardest teams to score so far in the Fall Cup. Second in goals against at 1.25, second in opponent's shooting percentage at 15%, holding their opponents to 15% shooting percentage. It is not easy to break through these boys on orange.
BDS, many people's top pick, but yeah, if K-Corp, I mean, K-Corp could have won game 1 if things went well for them. Maybe that first goal from Vatira that was cleared off the goal line from Seiko. We saw many chances. If Team BDS go down here, that's 2 top 8 finishes. That really puts them in jeopardy at even making the Rotterdam Major. So this, the importance of this series cannot be understated. K-Corp already making it to the finals. They're sitting pretty on points. Itachi will leave that for Vatira. Nice demo from Exotic. Also got the mid boost on that play. Vatira taking it to the air. Flip reset, pass down. But Itachi didn't want to dive in. Seiko clears it out. Now the pass over to Seiko.
Great tackle.
50. The delay. Exotic clears it off the goal line. We saw Exotic miss the backboard read. Well, that play right there makes up for it. Redemption defensively from Exotic.
Massive brain from Exotic. Like you mentioned, initially not getting the touch, but then slowing it down, reading the kind of stutter step there from Seiko to make the save. That's tough to do, staring down Seiko in front of your net. And he saves a goal here to keep it tied.
Itachi trying to redirect that, wasn't able to get there. Challenge from Vatira, who picked up the corner boost, but gets demoed by Extra. Now that pinch high, Extra getting some help from Seiko. You saw Itachi was trying to reverse, but couldn't.
I think he was just trying to mess him up. I think he was just trying to mess him up. He saw his team was trying to get a touch there. It was kind of a smart play. Now Exotic look at the backboard. Itachi laying to Vatira. The shot, it's weak, but it goes in. It was right in front of the defense, and Vatira sneaks it through.
And this was so good. Itachi waiting, and you saw Monkey Moon was expecting a potential shot from Itachi. And the shot comes out from Vatira. Infield pass working out. And K-Corp, they have the lead. We're approaching the halfway point of the game. But K-Corp are starting to stabilize, getting these consistent chances, finally dropping in their favor.
I think there was a bit of a mistake there from Extra. He was kind of running up his post a little bit coming into that one, and it snuck through both Extra and Seiko. But you got to think Extra not positioning himself perfectly further inside of the net cost him the space, and now Itachi costing a bit more time and space for BDS as K-Corp double up.
And you see Monkey Moon, a bit of indecision there. Seiko diving in on that challenge, but essentially eliminated from the play. He hit it right back into Exotic, who has been having a great game. Exotic, the patient play defensively and now offensively in that corner, just waiting, letting Seiko hit it off of him. Exotic playing very well.
And now BDS have got to go to work. We're going to see a different type of BDS now. They've got to press a bit harder. They can't just get the lead and then play quality defense and game management. They've got the press down the field. You look towards Extra and Seiko to be those guys to create the opportunities with Monkey Moon following up. Here's Seiko, excuse me. Monkey Moon into the tackle. BDS would love to score with a lot more time on the clock here. 1:40. The way K-Corp's defense has been playing, they've been tough to break through here in this game. Exotic going high, looking for another touch. Follow up from Itachi, save by Extra.
Vatira getting bumped. His last back. That's going to make things awkward. And Exotic, look at a double tap save, clears it out. And we saw K-Corp get shut out game 1. Looks like they might be shutting out Team BDS in game 3.
Only 3 shots for BDS. You're looking for 4 here, but Extra too close. The pass was a bit behind him as well. Seiko and Monkey Moon now trying to combine. A minute left on the clock. BDS, they've got to go. And Exotic is having none of it. A great clear down the sideline to run more time off the clock.
Exotic, a stellar game. Seiko threatening the flip, never using it. Made things tough for Vatira, but still, K-Corp, they have this 2-goal lead. They're happy to burn this time off. The extra little touch, throwing off extra shot.
Yeah, that was a huge opportunity. 30 seconds left. Pass was intended for Seiko. And now he's looking back to Monkey Moon. No one connects. Extra. Can't get it across. 20 seconds now. BDS, they're controlling it in the midfield, but that's all they're getting. And now Vatira to clear it out. And into the BDS corner.
Extra trying to get that ball past mid. Itachi shutting it down. Monkey Moon around 1, but Itachi standing and waiting. And this time ticks away. K-Corp, after having a tough game 1, win 2 straight, Corelli.
And they looked good here in this game. You know, for all the compliments that I gave BDS about locking down the game, playing great defense, this one is, the compliments go the other way. K-Corp, defensively, Exotic. He didn't score a goal here, but defensively came up huge. Set the tone here in game 3 with that save in front of Seiko. And BDS now going to be taking a timeout. They did not like the way game 3 went, and I don't blame them, because the way K-Corp played to shut them out, to put up 2 goals, and to really not allow BDS, especially in that final minute, with how much control BDS had, James, they weren't really able to put on a shot. I don't think they actually ever did. K-Corp shut them down before they even had a chance to.
Yeah, and I mean, it was those little efforts. Itachi breaking up extra shot on net, and all around, K-Corp getting confident. You could tell even in game 1, they were a huge threat, but the goals just weren't dropping. Now they're dropping. And this game particularly, you said, Exotic didn't score a goal, but that play in the corner where he just waits patiently, let Seiko hit it into him. He was able to put that out into the middle and get a goal. And then also the double tap save from Exotic. Also the save from Exotic where Seiko was trying to mind game, slow things down, but Exotic read it and was able to get the stop. Not all big plays are goals, and Exotic reminding you of that.
I really like what we're seeing from both teams here in this timeout. Look at how much command both the coaches kind of own with these teams. Everyone turned their chairs, looking around, paying attention to their coaches. Maybe not Itachi's looking away right now, but on BDS, they were all turned and looking at their coach, listening as he was, yeah, there we go. There's a good shot of them. Look, they're all listening to him. There's a lot of command here from these coaches. They're well respected with their players, and clearly the coaches have a lot to say here in this timeout, and I don't blame them. There's a lot to break down, and I think for BDS especially, it was a little frustrating in that previous game. And so I like seeing that from players. There's a lot to think about here. Let your coach do a little bit of the talking, chime in, add your points, and then go in and commit to a game plan coming into this next game.
We'll see if they come out with one. Generally, timeouts work. I believe Stumpy was going on and on about it last week, Corelli, how he just hates it when a team that's struggling does not call a timeout, because more times than not, the team calling the timeout wins going into that next game. So we'll see if it has that effect for Team BDS, who are trying to fend off K-Corp from moving to match point.
See if BDS comes out with a different game plan. That previous game proved tough to break through the K-Corp defense. Right now, K-Corp doing a good job just to keep the pressure on immediately. Here comes Exotic, denied by Seiko. That one was at least on target. Extra didn't have a lot of boost to deal with it.
if Seiko doesn't boost straight down and get that block, Trillia, I'm thinking that was a K-Corp goal.
It might have been. Extra had no boost there. I don't think he could have gotten to it.
And Seiko, large first touch. Vatira staying behind the ball. Challenge again from Vatira, but it's back out to the middle. Bounce out there, Extra to his own sidewall, now in the corner. Out to Vatira. Vatira through the smoke. Whoa! It doesn't matter. Monkey Moon has X-ray vision.
How do you see that? There's a demo in front of him. You're not supposed to be able to see Monkey Moon. And yet, making a save on the goal line, but if this job's not done yet, gets a bump, needs another save. It's Extra. Just at the bar of his own net. And K-Corp are pressing here. Vatira trying to go to work, and Monkey Moon running out of boost will just lob it downfield. And K-Corp restarting from their own side.
Extra 50 by Itachi, and now Exotic launches it to Vatira. Vatira testing the backboard. Itachi slowing things down in the corner. Seiko with a pop-up. Monkey Moon there. Will lob it upfield. Extra, low boost. Monkey Moon, that's all he can do is tip it high. Extra turns. The shot is blocked again by Exotic.
Oh, man. It's a defensive battle here in game 4. Who's going to break? Another pass down to Seiko. I think he wanted to bring that one down and away. But K-Corp sweeps the ball away from him. Now Monkey Moon. Time and space. Look how much time Monkey Moon has. And Vatira does well to defend. And now Vatira back the other way. It's wide open. He's got no boost, but he's got a goal. And K-Corp will take the lead.
Oh, I just don't understand it. Extra. Where was Extra going on that? We'd have to see. Again, just going all in. But that was a bit strange. I don't know. I didn't have enough angles to break that one down.
It's not very BDS-like to send so many people that far up and to not have control of the ball. And K-Corp did a good job just, I think, catching him out. But you're right, I didn't see how far Extra went up and why he was there in the first place, as he was the closest to being the last man. And K-Corp benefits as they sit with a 1-goal lead at halftime.
And before that play, we saw multiple double commits by K-Corp. And I mean, maybe it was just throwing off the positioning game. Another save. Exotic backwards, able to keep that one out. And now Itachi rolling it by 1. Vatira with possession. The 50, Itachi backflipped and couldn't keep the play alive.
5 shots on BDS, 5 saves, make it 6 shots on BDS, 6 saves from K-Corp. Now Monkey Moon trying to go through as well. It's now 7, as BDS has just been denied every single time they've gone for the net. Extra with no boost, having to deal with Vatira in front of his face. Seiko will get a good demo on Exotic. And less than 2 minutes to go. BDS still hunting for their first.
Itachi up against Extra, pinching it out to the corner. Monkey Moon slowing it down. Seiko, the tip up. Extra, trying to double it. It's no good. Team BDS, the defending world champs, they are in a pickle right now.
I need something to drop. Is it Seiko? No, denied again. Just over a minute now. Monkey Moon, I've got to get something going here. Seiko's got options to his left, gonna take it himself into the corner. This one gonna pinch out. And BDS again forced to restart from the midfield, looking very reminiscent to the ending of the previous game, where K-Corp just locked down on their own side, did not allow any shots coming from BDS. This one, left side, denied by Exotic.
Exotic, the guardian of the K-Corp net. And no one and nothing is permitted entrance. Monkey Moon on his own backboard. Stopped by Vatira, the tip out, Itachi. Off the ceiling, the fake. Going for a ground pinch, didn't get it. Trying to get the bump. Panic now for BDS, Extra. Clearing it out, but it's not too far. Extra, or Exotic rather, getting bumped by Monkey Moon, and that was key because Exotic, if he turns for that. Oh, hold on.
Oh, we got it.
From Seiko over Vatira. How did he manage that?
Oh, that was so crucial for BDS. You could see Monkey Moon diving into the box, and then Vatira tried to get the save, but Seiko was still coming down. A great dunk from Seiko, and BDS tie it up with 15 seconds on the clock.
That is an impact play. Itachi over one. Oh, Itachi's got the ice.
Oh my, Itachi with all the boost in the world to work with, and the backboard read. 9 seconds on the clock, and the response comes immediately from K-Corp.
Oh my. Right when there's, I said impact play from Seiko. Now that is an impact play. Last chance for BDS in field, but the demo comes through. Extra was ready for the pass, but guess what? K-Corp had other plans.
That is soul-crushing from K-Corp. And while BDS might have closed out game one in controlled fashion, it's heartbreak for BDS here in game four. And K-Corp putting on a defensive masterclass, denying just about everything from BDS. And then to put a shot away like that from Itachi, that's how you do it to demoralize your opponent. And what a game, what a series we have on our hands.
I am in shock, Corelli. The first game that was in favor of BDS, I was thinking, man, they're just going to get K-Corp's number. It was heartbreaking, that save on the goal line. Then following that up with the multiple chances that were close, but not close enough for K-Corp. But they really have turned a corner after losing game one, winning game two in overtime. That Vatira flip reset dunk play over Seiko, that was the turning point in the entire series. And since then, K-Corp's not let off the gas. Itachi has had a phenomenal series as well. Really, everyone from K-Corp having these iconic plays and standing tall in very key moments. And now one game away from knocking BDS out in the round of 8 once more.
Yeah, you look back to that exotic save a game ago where you had that poise in front of the net with Seiko. You look at obviously Itachi with that last goal, Vatira's goal on the last man a couple games ago to kind of get K-Corp going. These are the types of plays every single player, like you've been saying, has been an impact player for K-Corp. And they have really dominated this series after game one. Game one was a little slow from them. We criticized them a little bit, but in game 5, they're almost able to put another one away. Game 5, K-Corp looked to be in command.
Itachi was on 0 boost. That gave Seiko enough time to get back for that. Vatira taking it low, extra. Breaking that play up. Seiko with control. 50 out to Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon getting demoed. Monkey Moon having a quiet series. One of those players that many people peg to be best in the world, especially during their historic run last season. Claiming the championship title, Monkey Moon was a huge factor in that success, but has been quiet this series.
It certainly has. Again, like I've been talking about, you kind of look towards Extra and Seiko. And K-Corp have done a good job of denying those guys. You look back to just the ending of that previous game where Extra was waiting for the pass across and then was just demoed, removed from the play completely. No hope for BDS to put together any attack. I think a lot of the credit here in this series goes to the K-Corp defense. The offense has been great too, but that defense has really withered away at the offense of BDS. Here's an opportunity for Monkey Moon, but again denied by Vatira. So quick to recover, even with the net looks falsely open. They're able to recover back.
Monkey Moon over to Seiko. Seiko double tap ball. Vatira getting a hand up and tipping it away. And now Vatira backflip hit off to the side. Great defense from Vatira and K-Corp. Seiko over to Monkey Moon. He tries to double tap it off the corner, but that's again shut down by Vatira.
A lot of control coming out from BDS, but we've seen this before. K-Corp deny. And so far, they certainly have 2 saves on the 2 shots of BDS. They've been quite consistent in that regard. Extra trying to get a bump, denied by Vatira once more.
You can see K-Corp starting to split at the seams. Exotic clearing that ball out. Exotic again, infield pass. Seiko didn't get the ball elevated over Itachi. Another 50. Vatira demos Monkey Moon outright, but now the shot will come in. Exotic getting back just in time.
Ooh,
gets the mid boost, the little delay.
The demo.
Air dribble, the extra touch doesn't get around Seiko. Seiko defends it well through the smoke.
You're not seeing a lot of offense come out from K-Corp, but that was the scariest chance I think they've had. Only 2 shots to their name, to the 4 of BDS. Itachi's dunked. Vatira, who's been so crucial on the backboard here for K-Corp. That time on the ground, getting an important touch to get K-Corp out.
You can tell the delicate situation. This tournament life for BDS. And there's a miss from Monkey Moon! Itachi with the punish!
What? Monkey Moon has been so clinical defensively, but that ball was just put behind him. He had no chance at it. What a fantastic touch from Exotic. And Itachi, again, is just the guy there to clean things up for K-Corp. How many times has he been there in this series to put away the ball that's been popped out? And now Extra has a chance. He'll put this one on target off the crossbar. Immediate response from BDS.
And that is a regain. Beautiful pass from Monkey Moon. And BDS stabilized. And you're right, Corelli. Monkey Moon on that play before was probably just expecting a 50. And once it bounces behind you like that, there's really nothing you can do. And a great regain this time from BDS. And a low shot. Trying to get forced through from Exotic. Extra against Vatira. Vatira to Itachi. And a good challenge by Monkey Moon. Be down Exotic. The slow play. 50 by Monkey Moon. Itachi now to the corner. Infield pass broken up by Itachi. Vatira. Again 50. BDS's challenges, their 50s have been quite good. Preventing K-Corp from breaking out.
Oh, no, it's an own goal.
Oh,
What?
Oh, that has to hurt. An own goal from K-Corp.
What happened? Why did Itachi even go for this? He had plenty of time just to leave it for Vatira. He didn't have to go. They must have felt the pressure. Disaster. Disaster for K-Corp here in the final 30 seconds.
That was tragic. Now Itachi trying to make up for it, but not gonna work out. Exotic, the 50. Itachi rolling up the wall in the corner now off the ceiling. 50s hit over to Exotic. Exotic, high hit off the backboard. Monkey Moon doesn't make the read, but it's still cleared deep into the Karmine Corp half. And that hit off to the corner doesn't end things. Itachi with the pass into Vatira. Vatira off the backboard. Seiko gonna be there. And now Seiko trying to end it. Exotic keeping the ball in play. Pass out to the middle. That pinch down to the ground.
Wow.
And Team BDS fend off elimination. It was a bit precarious, but they do.
Timeout. Itachi just spammed in chat.
All caps.
All caps. Timeout. And I don't blame him. That's got to be Itachi just calling for the timeout as well, because I would be tilted giving up a goal like that if I'm Itachi, and obviously he didn't mean to, but that own goal.
Wait, what are you telling me he didn't mean to? You're saying people don't want to score on their
Wait a
net,
minute.
really?
Crazy concept, but wrong net. And for Itachi, yeah, I think you got to take a second to cool off there. Obviously, coach having something to say, but I think this timeout is really just to calm down, because that was, as I mentioned, a disaster for K-Corp. From what was a great game here against BDS, a grueling game, a grindy game, to give up a goal like that is just painful.
Don't let BDS get their foot in the door, because especially if you remember last year, and even RLCS X for the most part, Team BDS, even when they're down in these situations where they have to reverse sweep, or win 3 straight, whatever it may be, they find ways to do it. And Team BDS, they're the defending world champs, Corelli. They still have a lot to be fighting for with the top 8 placement they had last time. They can't afford to go out this early, and they're playing like it. But that own goal from K-Corp, they were getting a little bit of extra help.
Yeah, they got a little extra help. Obviously, the help that K-Corp don't want to give. I think K-Corp, though, actually looked very much like BDS here in this last game. Despite the own goal, despite losing the game here, I feel like they did a great job defensively. Very, very calm. In the panicked moments, it didn't really feel like BDS had a high-quality shot to kind of further that panic. They did a great job of kind of slowing things down and making sure that if BDS does get a shot, it's going to have to be around a player, which oftentimes led to a wide shot or a hide shot where Vatira could take over on the backboard. So K-Corp, despite the loss here, I still think played a fantastic game. It was just a painful one to give up an own goal there. I mean, what else can you say? I think K-Corp might have been the better team here in this last game. It just didn't pan out for him.
Yeah, it didn't pan out for him, but BDS also clutching up. You saw that shot from Extra on the replay package, bar down from an amazing pass from Monkey Moon. So BDS, they got the extra help, and it ended up coming in quite handy. But still, BDS had to put in work of their own. Now we're moving to Neo Tokyo. Game 6, still match point for K-Corp. Can BDS stay alive one more game and force Game 7 on Champions Field?
Deep breaths for K-Corp after that last game. Can they do it again? They've strung together a couple games now where defensively they've been tested, but they have passed the test. Really, it's just them scoring on themselves is what did them in.
I can't really argue with that analysis, Pirelli. Own goals, they're always fun to see, but I'm sure tragic to be on the other end.
As a fan, I guess they're fun to watch, and maybe for the other team, certainly painful if it's your own team.
Vatira has Itachi upfield. The pass high, but Seiko had a red before Itachi. Now Monkey Moon trying to make this a foot race. Exotic, a very nice pinch in the corner. And will continue to move that ball downfield. A nice challenge from Seiko, though, will make things awkward. Vatira double tap, hit, but Extra. There now to Monkey Moon, but Monkey Moon wasn't able to get the pass. Clear attempt from Exotic. Seiko has Monkey Moon and Extra both waiting at midfield. Now Extra's chance to shine. The 50 will get cleared out.
Yeah, that one, some good work there from K-Corp again. Extra had a bit of space, lots of boost to work with there. He was going to take it himself, trying to call his own number. BDS right back to where we've left off, I think, in the previous 2 games, where it's just BDS controlling a lot of the final third, having possession, controlling pace of play, but K-Corp not letting them in.
50 out to Seiko. Seiko lobs it up to Extra, but Itachi there. Good first touch from Monkey Moon. Let him take it up the wall, but immediately 50 by Vatira, who passes it down to Exotic. Exotic shot blocked right away by Extra. Up with reset. Not getting it or not using it. Now Exotic on the dribble out. Now up on the ceiling. Seiko using up every ounce of boost to get a piece of that ball. Monkey Moon dribbling around one. Trying to fake and 50, and it almost worked out. The shot could have came. It went dangerously across the front of net, but no one connected.
The Extra, he's been trying to chip away, playing a quality second man here in these attacks. Monkey Moon, a bit close on this one, has to get back now. It does so. The speed and recovery there from Monkey Moon proved powerful for BDS to just get back in time. As Vatira now some space to work with. Flip reset, follow-ups there, Seiko denied.
Double commit from K-Corp. Itachi didn't get the best hit, but that challenge from Exotic. Gonna get some time. And another challenge from Exotic. Flip reset from Vatira. Vatira going for the tip, but Extra there. Now Itachi, heavy first touch, and now a pinch all the way to the other side of the field. Seiko will be first to it and will lob it to the opposite corner. BDS trying to get some space to get some boost, but Extra not getting a touch on it. Monkey Moon out to his own corner. Low boost situation for BDS. Monkey Moon only 10 boost in the tank and still saving it. Picking up some small pads. Finally being forced to use it. A nice clear from Extra. Now Itachi last back. Had to swing around before getting the corner boost. Vatira, the setup. No one there from K-Corp to take the shot.
K-Corp's attacks seem to fizzle out much quicker than BDS's. They don't have a lot of follow-up. They're very conservative in their approach. They really like these high-arcing passes towards the ceiling to find each other. BDS are just going to be too quick. Now Seiko Big bounce, looking for the bump on Itachi. Monkey Moon trying to drop it down. Itachi still makes the save.
Itachi was being threatened with the bump and still making the play. Vatira going for the bump, but Seiko had enough momentum to knock him back into the ball. K-Corp, they can smell victory. It's so close. This game's so close, still scoreless with under a minute left to play. There's a demo from Extra.
He's chasing.
Monkey Moon trying to get the team pinch. Seiko doesn't connect on the hit. And now collected by K-Corp. First touch. Well done by Vatira. Vatira backward pass. Itachi another hit off the backward exotic. Oh, you saw Extra.
He tried.
Ending off that bump. If that bump connected, that would have been a shot chance for K-Corp.
Yeah, that attempted bump there on Extra would have been crucial for the attack, or was crucial for the attack. This one comes in front of the box, and Extra Monkey Moon combined. Extra credit with the save. That was the case. The bump, Monkey Moon still comes out with the save. BDS are a brick wall.
Still not over yet. Seiko off the sidewall. Exotic keeps it up. Vatira let it bounce down to the ground. Monkey Moon, that save was out of this world. I thought the game was over. I thought the series was over, but no. Monkey Moon helping BDS live to fight another day.
And that's not the first save we've seen from Monkey Moon that's of that caliber. Now he's threatening the net. He has kept this BDS squad in this series. Here's Monkey Moon. Shot denied by Vatira. And K-Corp looking to fend off BDS, who are inching closer and closer to Game 7.
Oh, if you're K-Corp, maybe you're starting to worry a bit. But that one off the ceiling, down to Vatira! What? Game over! Series over! K-Corp, knockout Team BDS!
This one just pitched over the defense. It's as simple as that. It was too hard of a pinch for the defense to catch up to. Vatira was downfield. And K-Corp come out on top, and a happy one to come out on top with how the previous game went with the own goal, letting that game slip away, letting the series almost slip away. K-Corp with a grinder comes out on top against BDS. This was not an easy win.
Not an easy win by any measure. By K-Corp, they do it. And again, the defending world champs out in the quarterfinals of the playoffs, and that will send K-Corp on to play Moist. And if you've been paying attention to Joyo's interviews, you know that is a nice rivalry they've got going, and it's going to get another round of action.
Yeah, he wanted it. He wanted to go again, and he's going to get his wishes. K-Corp, though, are proven to be a top quality, top 4, top 2 team here in Europe. Another win over BDS, and you can see the hype there in the celebration. That means a lot to them. It's just the quarterfinals, James.
Well, I mean, it's just the quarterfinals, but look at the big picture, Corelli. You know, the quarterfinals, you know, you move on to now top 4. That points bag, you know, it grows ever bigger. And for K-Corp, after getting top 2 in the last event, now top 4 again, they are pretty much a lock. They are a favorite for making it to Rotterdam. An incredible performance from them. And what an entertaining series that was. All the timeouts used. Corelli, I think we're going to need a timeout here. We're going to go to a quick break. And when we come back, we've got EG versus Vitality. Stay with us.